All right, final matchup of Week 5 here. We got Cummings on your face at 2-2 versus Belichick, which is Kev here, at 0-4. Time for Kev to step it the fuck up. Matchups. Phillip Rivers hosting the Jets. I love him, but then that's versus Aaron Rodgers in Minnesota, who's turned it back on. I'm going to call this a wash just because the rain's rolling in. This rain rolling in is really making a big effect here. They might throw it anyways, but Rivers has been playing great. I'm calling it a wash.
What are you talking about, man? Rodgers. All right, next. We got Antonio Brown, who is the best receiver in the league right now, against Brandon Marshall, who's banged up. He's going against a fairly difficult defense. I give it to my team as well.
Yeah. I got to go with that, too, especially on the road at Jacksonville. Antonio Brown, you see that fucking catch last weekend, that touchdown? It was so dirty. Marshall's great, but he is banged up, and Antonio Brown has just been on fire. Then down to wide receiver 2s, we got Emmanuel Sanders for Kev here, who I would love to have traded to me, versus Cooks, who I actually like. I picked him in my FanDuel this week, guys. I picked him in my FanDuel. I did a $1 FanDuel because it's all I had left. I think New Orleans is going to light it up, and Cook's going to be the receiver of that, but still, I like Sanders more because Peyton Manning throws him the ball.
I like my team again.
That's 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row.
Now let's go to number 1 running backs, I guess. Gio Bernard versus Monte Ball. New England is that roller coaster again, man. If they can get that line working and not give up 7 yards of carry like they did to Charles or something like that, I'd say Ball. But, I mean, that's just...
Don't be. I know it's your team. Don't be ridiculous.
I know.
It is clearly Gio.
I want to say Gio, but
it's clearly Gio. He gets the ball in so many different ways. He's so productive. He's so smart. He gets small. Absolutely Gio. Then we got Reggie Bush versus Stacy. Reggie for this guy. Reggie's due. Buffalo sucks versus Stacy, who they put so many people in the box versus St. Louis, but Philly's defense sucks. I gotta go with Bush on this one.
I like my team again, too.
How about the tight ends? Let me hear how you pick Walker over there.
I like your tight end, man. Gronk all the way.
Yeah,
my boy.
Gronk and Walker. You gotta go with Gronk. He's up there. Although he's fucking pissing me off this year. All right, then flexes. We got T.Y. Hilton for Cummings versus DeAndre Hopkins. These are very similar guys, except I think Hopkins has been a little more consistent. They like T.Y. Hilton more just because Andrew Luck throws him the ball. But I like Hopkins, man. He's been getting a ton of looks. He gets the ball a lot more than Hilton. Hilton is touchdown dependent. Yeah. Hopkins is going to get the ball. So this is one where I actually do like your
There's a ton of options in Indianapolis, man. Just a ton of them. And, I like my team again.
All right. Then kickers. Carpenter at Detroit. That's a road indoor I like. And then Hauschka on a team that scores a lot at Washington. I'm going to small edge to fucking Carpenter, but who cares? And then defenses, Carolina versus Chicago. Their defense is pretty good, but I don't like them versus Chicago. And then Houston at Dallas. That's terrible. But their defensive line is really good, and Dallas does something. So I could see a defensive touchdown. I'm going to give Cummings the edge because I bet Houston scores another defensive touchdown somehow.
Whatever. I want my number one, my one win to come this week.
Yeah, you need it, and I think with your top with Rodgers, Brown, Sanders, Bush, those 4 guys should give you the win. He's got Gio and Rivers, really. I don't think the other guys are going to do nearly as well. So, Kev for his first win.
Thank you.
At the end of the previews, let's watch some fucking football.
Signing off.
Beep boop, boop.